Hi everybody in my TSTO Harry Potter group and YouTube channel. Okay, so we got another spooky TLSQ, part 2 of a mysterious Halloween party. So they're doing a murder mystery, I guess, like Corey is doing one. It says, you've determined that Penny isn't hiding anywhere nearby, so it's time for a new plan. Where will you search next, and what new information will you uncover? Okay. Now, I'm going to do one thing here. I just got to be careful. So there is 4 parts to this task, and 2 out of 4. Okay. And then you get this nice little outfit. Now, let's go gather at your flat. Let's see. I think we're still black and white, are we? Yep. Hey, Grogu, this certainly wasn't the film noir-esque party I was planning. That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. You seem just as shocked as the rest of us that Penny disappeared. Well, yeah, of course. So her disappearance wasn't part of your murder mystery plan? No, not at all. Penny is way too obvious a choice. She basically screams damsel in distress in a thriller setting. All right. Thanks for gathering, everyone. I'm trying to make this quick so we can get back to searching for Penny. Before we renew our search, I thought we should take a look at all the facts. If we revisit the night, we may stumble upon a clue to Penny's whereabouts. It's an interesting concept, but it shouldn't be so long. And it is a little harder to figure out what's glowing to actually... I do see the glow, but it's a little bit harder. I don't know. Almost there. Can't wait till this ink walls the diary's done. Based on this information, we can deduce the following. The scream we all heard was Corey. She confirmed it herself, which was backed up by Talbot. Sorry for not mentioning it earlier. I was a bit embarrassed. It's all right, Corey. What matters is that we know now. I was so worried you'd be angry. It's just, well, I hadn't even thought that it was that important. It may not, but you never know. It, at the very least, solves one mystery. Next, according to Talbot, we know that no one was acting strangely leading up to the lights going on. I was already against going to the party, so I spent my time watching everyone else interested. I remember seeing you by yourself when I came into the party, so just before I spoke to Corey. Jay said that when the lights came back on, the only one who moved was Marilla. Are you sure about that, Jay? That's something I noticed too. Marilla hadn't moved that far, though. Right, but she was next to Penny. She said she didn't notice anything out of the ordinary when the lights went out. Seems suspicious to me. Finally, Victor walked inside just as the lights went out. Then someone bumped into him in the dark. We thought it was Penny, but after pressing Victor, we know that he didn't smell her with his vampire senses. So we have a decent timeline of the events that happened. I think our next course of action should be splitting up to find Penny. We should check the places Penny frequents the most, like her flat and apothecary. And St. Mungo's. If she got injured, she may have gone there to receive treatment. Sounds like a plan. Let's split into teams. Padilla and I will go to Penny's flat. She asked me to water her plants once, so I know where her spare key is. Then Jay and I will go to apothecary. I know the owner, so I can definitely get inside. That means Victor, Marilla, and I will go check St. Mungo's. All right, everyone, let's try to find Penny. Why does it keep glitching? It's weird. Hopefully they don't do a bunch like this. It's a cool concept on paper, but it's not fun when you're trying to record. That's strange. I've never seen St. Mungo's lobby so empty before. Even the welcome witch isn't here. Ah, what is this? One of those film noirs Professor Sikander would rave about? It's, it's okay to admit that you find empty hospitals spooky, Marilla. I didn't say anything about the sort. I didn't even think it. What do you think, Grogu? Are empty hospitals spooky? Empty hospitals aren't scary at all to me. It's just a hospital. Everyone's probably just on break or there's an emergency. Exactly. See, there's no reason for you to be scared, Marilla. Yep, nothing to worry about. For the last time, I'm not scared. Like I said, though, it's strange that no one is here. You seem to be quite familiar with St. Mungo's. I first came here as part of the student program at Hogwarts. The hospital's a big place, so we need to narrow down the areas we should search. It's weird how it glitches like that. Makes me paranoid when I'm trying to record. Oh my goodness. There, so there's 4 parts to this whole thing. There. And done. We've narrowed it down to 3 areas: the alchemy room, the patient's room, and the hospital wards. Marilla, I want you to search the patient rooms, and try not to disturb anyone, all right? Believe it or not, baby, but I'm perfectly capable of being nice to people. Victor, you should search the hospital wards. As a vampire, I think you can cover a lot of ground quickly. Faster than either of you. Show off. And finally, I'll search the alchemy room. If I run into a healer, it'll be less suspicious if I'm found there, on account of having done some work in there before. Sounds like a plan to me. Brilliant. Then let's agree to meet up here when we finish searching. Let's see if we can find any trace of Penny. Okay, so we gotta look for a way out. Nope. Okay. Am I doing something wrong? Search the alchemy room. Oh, okay. That's okay. I know what's wrong. I didn't go by my own advice. This here is doing it all, trying to connect everything. So you're basically going from one room to another for each part. Victor. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I wasn't scared, Victor. Sure, whatever you say. Still, I didn't intend to creep up on you like that. Speaking of why are you here, you should be searching the hospital wards. You better have a good explanation for following me into the alchemy room. I do. There was something I wanted to tell you. The glitching is driving me insane. Oh good, I only got to do 3 stars. Wouldn't be so bad if I was doing a collect stars like I was before, but I forgot about it. There was an outfit I wanted and I forgot about it and I missed it. It was a really cool outfit. Hopefully it'll come back in something else. I came back on today and it was expired. I'm like, oh darn. So the reason you were late to the party is because you had to stop to get blood-flavored lollipops? That's right. Corey had promised to get me some, but she ran out of time while preparing. And some of the candy melted in your pocket, which is where the red smear on your face came from. Why are you telling me this now? I just realized I had been vague when I was saying I was running an errand. Wanted to clear that up. I thought it may help the case that I had nothing to do with Penny's disappearance. Do you believe what I've said about why I was late to the party? Yes, I believe you. Your story makes perfect sense, and I don't see a reason why you'd vanish Penny. I wouldn't. Penny and I are friends, and I just want to let you know before Marilla started throwing around more baseless accusations. I know that I haven't been a part of your friend group for long, so I'm sorry if I've been dodging questions and acting defensive. Thank you for telling me why you were late, but you should really tell the others as well. We're supposed to rejoin the others soon. If we don't find Penny here, we ought to go to the former student center. We need to gather alibis. Okay. It's driving me crazy with that glitching thing that it does. And the black and white. Alright, let's go here. To start things off, Penny wasn't at St. Mungo's. We searched the alchemy room, the hospital wards, and the patient rooms. But we found no sign of her. She also wasn't at her flat. Talbot and I even asked her flatmate if Penny had come by, but they said no. No sign of her at the apothecary either. The owner said Penny hadn't been in since her shift ended. I see. Look, if we're going to find Penny, we need more information. To that end, I want to gather everyone's alibis about what they were doing in the dark. It was dark. There's no way to confirm what anyone says. Jace, right. Any of us could be the one who took Penny. But who's to say that Corey isn't lying about being part of the murder mystery game? You know what I hate? I can't defend Corey. So I have to agree with Jay. Jay has a point about how you could be lying, Corey. I knew you'd see things my way, Grogu. It only makes sense to suspect the person who brought us all together for a mystery. Jay is right, though, about not being able to confirm anyone's alibis. So we'll let it go. Corey, why don't you tell us about what your plan was for the murder mystery? It'll help clear any suspicion. Then I'll tell you whatever you want. Pay close attention because this is a gripping mystery that I wrote. That's kind of an interesting story, but come on. But Dave was supposed to be the murder mystery victim. Yes, Corey and I had discussed it beforehand. The plan was for me to drink a sleeping potion to feign death. That way I wouldn't give anything away. And Penny was going to be my killer. That doesn't mean that you didn't change plan to throw us off. I'm not lying. I'll even drink Vertes serum if I have to. Funny you should mention that. I actually have a vial of Vertes serum and the antidote on me. Give it here. I'll prove my innocence right away. How do you feel, Corey? Equal parts terrified and excited. This is way better than any mystery I could have written. All right, what was Penny's role in the murder mystery? She's supposed to be my killer. Who would have ever expected a sweet and kind popular girl? Originally, she was supposed to be the victim. Fortunately, she saw an early draft of my script, so I changed the victim to Bedia. Are you behind the disappearance of Penny Haywood? No, I'm not. Well, that eliminates Corey as a suspect. That just leaves everyone else. Sorry, you'll have to figure that out the old-fashioned way. I haven't got any more vertiserum on me. The real mystery is why you had any to begin with. Not that I'm complaining, since it cleared my name. Not time to hang up my detective. It's not time to hang up my detective hat just yet. Oh, look, it's a clue. What's this? It's a note addressed to Penny. What does it say? It's badly burned, but I can make out something about her disappearing. I'm going to need handwriting samples from all of you. There's enough legible writing in the note to compare it against all your handwriting. If I can find out who wrote this note, then I can find out what happened to Penny. Oh, that's the end of part 2. Wow. Okay, so we're going to still trying to find Penny. It's not really like a big, I figured, murder mystery, all big. And this is kind of like, we're just looking for Penny and talking. Like, yay. Oh, well, it is a Halloween, and Halloween's is my Christmas, so. Okay, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching all the videos. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel for daily Hogwarts mystery content. Till next time, happy tapping, because this is the way.